Good morning, Stampers. My name is Sandy Hancock, and I want to welcome you to Utterly Awesome Stamping. You know, for the longest time, I wished that Stampin' Up! Had a Framelit or a Big's die that would cut a balloon. The other day, as I was looking at the word bubble framelits, let me show you what they look like right here, I realized that there is a little framelit, this one, that would be just perfect for cutting a balloon. Take a look at this. Okay, so I want to show you real quickly and easily how to make these balloons and how to make this card. So the first thing we're going to do, I actually put two reds together, two layers together. It cuts very easily that way. So I'm using the magnetic platform, and I'm just going to run this through like this. Okay, so I'll punch out. I've got the two balloons here. Now I am going to switch over to blue because that's the one I have available, already cut. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take one of the balloons and flip it over so the raw edges are up, add adhesive, then lightly place the balloons together, and then lift them up a little bit, stick in your string, I'll show you how to make that, press it, and boom, you've got this amazing little balloon. Now balloons need a little line on them, so this is how I did my line. I'm pretty challenged when it comes to drawing anything freehand, so I just took a 3/4 inch circle punch of any color, used a marker, and added it on like this. Simple enough, right? Okay, now the way I got the balloon string is that I took some black cardstock and some white cardstock actually this was not white cardstock, this represents cardboard. Out of the back of your DSP, Designer Series paper, it's perfect cardboard. So just adhere these two together. This is 2 3/4 inches in length, and then just cut little pieces. You can cut them as wide or as thin as you want them for your balloon strings. That works really, really well. Okay, so then to assemble the card, I took my oval framelits. This is the third. I count them from the smallest to the largest. So this is 1, 2, 3, oval number 3. And I took a 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of Designer Series paper. I discovered that all the polka dot colors work really well for this project. So I cut that out, and I'll just put the oval aside and hopefully design a card later that I can use that on. So for now, I'm just going to adhere. This is an 8 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of white, Whisper White cardstock. So I'm just going to carefully, well, okay, almost put this onto the, okay, so we've got this, and then all I'm going to do is just use dimensionals. I'm going to put, my other balloons are all assembled, so I'm going to put a dimensional, pull it off, and then this one is going to go right at the top, like that. Then I will add a yellow balloon, and that one's going to go off to the left. I'm not going to push this down yet because I'm going to take a look at it before I make it final. And then the blue one that I just made, okay, I'm going to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. So you're just going to position your balloons wherever you want them, and then when you see you've got them in a good place, you can be a little bit picky here, it's kind of fun. Okay, so you see now the 3 balloons are on there, and it looks like I'm going to trim down this one just a little bit. I would say don't have the strings crossed too low, And I just took Crystal Effects and I squirted it. Of course, now that I'm doing this, yeah, there we go. I just squirted a little bit of Crystal Effects to keep those in place. And then, if you haven't used a bow maker, this is a bow maker. This is what I used, about 6.5 inches of our red, real red stitched grosgrain ribbon. And I'm going to now add more Crystal Effects, like a big mound of Crystal Effects, because it takes a minute for it to stick. I'm going to just add the balloon, the ribbon, onto that. It's going to take it a minute. So while that's drying, I took the Banner Blast stamp set. This is a hostess set that's going to be going away at the end of May. Banner Greetings is what it's called. And there's a stamp in here that says Happy Birthday. Of course, there's no punch to punch it out, so I just took a pair of scissors like this and cut around it. And then I'll show you a little trick for the end. Cut in first, then cut in from the left, in from the right, and you've got the perfect little banner to go on your card. Now I will just add a couple of dimensionals. And turn this around so I can position it. And we'll let it kind of go off like that. Okay, so here's your card. It's quick, it's simple, and a lot of fun. And I will show you the cards that I made using all the different colors. Okay, so first is the yellow. This is the Marina Mist. For the most part, I've used Pacific Point, Daffodil Delight, and Real Red. And you can change up the ribbon color and the banner color to suit your taste. Okay, here's the Real Red. Again, I've used the same 3 colors. Now, when it came to Razzleberry, the yellow to me didn't look that great, so I switched to Tangerine Tango and, of course, Rich Razzleberry. And then for Old Olive, I went back to the red, blue, and yellow. And I seem to be missing one. Oh, here it is. And here's the last one. This is Pumpkin Pie. But instead of using Pumpkin Pie, I used Tangerine Tango for the balloons. And it seems to pop. The pumpkin is a little dull. Tangerine Tango looks great. So have fun. And thanks for stopping by.